to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral for the Queer God Squad. Joining me today and most days are Bishop Robert Griffin, my husband, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Now to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ plus community.
There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world. In 2026, we are celebrating the 41st anniversary of Hotspots magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 14,000 stories and 12 million views so far.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. Please like and share today's story, and if you'd like to support the work of Sunshine Cathedral, visit sunshinecathedral.org.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Is there a gay underground in politics? In a recent interview on Jennifer Welch's I've Had It podcast, Hunter Biden asserted that America's primary political issue is not an oligarchy, but a
Closettocracy.
Closettocracy. Thank you so much. I love it. He alleged that an angry, closeted gay mafia composed primarily of Washington, D.C. Republicans operates within the nation's capital. Drawing on his decades growing up around the political establishment as the son of Joe Biden, he claimed that insiders already know who these individuals are. Biden argued that suppressing one's identity over a lifetime causes deep internal conflict and a blackened heart, which drives these politicians to project their frustration and direct vitriol toward the public. Queer God Squad discusses the ethical responsibilities of coming out and even of remaining in the closet. You know, the story really doesn't surprise me because what I'm seeing out of Washington, D.C. and our political folks is a lot of targeting towards the queer community. And when people really target like that, there's often an underlying reason why that is happening. There's a lot of internalized hate, and when you're focusing that on other people, it's really something maybe to look at inside yourself. If you need to come out, come out. You know, I recognize it's hard, been there, but you know what? Benefits in the end.
Yeah, closets are dark
Yes.
and stale. If you're lucky, it may smell like some bounce sheets or some mothballs, but it's not fresh. There's no light, there's no freshness. You can't sustain healthy living in a closet. That's why it's considered abusive if you keep a kid in a cupboard as punishment, because it's no good. Well, so if you're living your life that way, it's also dangerous to you. But also, you can't do it until you're ready. You certainly can't do it if it's going to make you not safe for a while. So people do it in their way, in their time, and there's no judgment. There's no one right way to do it, and all of that. But, and however, also, therefore, moreover, if you are closeted and participate in things that harm people, closet in and out, that is both unethical and immoral. And so that's the hypocrisy is where I get sort of riled up. Yeah, come out when you want to, come out when you need to, come out when you can, come out, roll it out the way that feels right. And while you are keeping yourself safe in denial and dishonesty, don't use whatever influence or power you have to make it hard for all the people who are also gay or lesbian or trans or questioning. So that's what is, but if you're part of a party that's part of their platform is to erase or silence or target or harass or discriminate against LGBTQ people, well then yeah, you've locked the door. You either have to come out and challenge your party and try to create some change, or you have to at least vote against them on these issues or leave. I mean, you have things you can do with integrity. But what is not okay is to hide in the closet and make everyone else's life miserable just so that you can keep some title or privilege or have some proximity to power. That's what's ugly. That's what's terrible.
You see what a presidential pardon can do for you? It can free you to speak your mind. we know that President Biden pardoned his son because his son was facing all those unrealistic charges that were just kind of ridiculous and political. But Hunter is living up to his name now. He's hunting out those within the establishment that he knows so well.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's an outsider looking in. He's an insider casting light into those closets. I have always felt that each individual has the right to decide when and if they come out and how they come out. And I fully endorse what the bishop just said. If you're in that closet, then you have, I think, a moral responsibility to keep your mouth shut about issues that directly affect those of your family, your gay family, your queer family, that you want to reject. If you are in the closet, and I think that there was recently a funeral for one such soul who hopefully has found peace, or his family has found peace. But if you are going to attack queer people, then make sure that you're not in a closet. Make sure you're not one of those that are being attacked and are protected because of your status in society. See, that's the secret. You've got certain privileges that people like me don't have. So if you're in that closet, lock the door, and when you're ready to come out cleanly and fully support your family.
We all have privilege and we all have peril.
Yeah.
The thing about, though, not to be ashamed of your privilege, because you're going to have some.
Right.
But then to use it on behalf of those who don't, not against them, that's what's unethical. That's what's unfair. And I'm not nearly so gracious about Grinzy, Grinzy Lamb, because I mean, I hope rest in peace now. Let light perpetual shine upon you now. But I hope that last 45 seconds of life, it all flashed before him, and he thought, oh, damn.
Wow. Shouldn't have.
I could have lived real life. I could have lived real life. I could have helped people. I could have, elevated the whole thing. And so I do wish him that horrible last moment of reflection. And then after that, peace and light and whatever. But I need that much accountability, that he at least knew for at least 1 minute of his life that all of that was bad.
That's why you're our bishop. I like that.
The question is there a gay underground in politics? As someone who dabbled inside of the Beltway of 495 for quite some time, the answer is simply yes. And I'm going to probably say from day one that I went in, yes. The answer is simply yes. And I agree with everyone else. It's about how you use your position and what you do with it is really what makes a difference in the end. And whether you are the elected person or you're on the staff of an elected person, we know that the staffers often influence these elected people. And they are probably more to the ground than the elected person really is, and maybe even have a little bit greater influence over the elected person on some things that they're voting on. But I really do believe that as we look at this very closely, that why are you in the closet in 2026? That would be my first question.
Yeah.
Why? There have been too many people who have gone before us to make this path, part of the path, a little bit easier and a little bit brighter for us, a little bit more hopeful, that there is not a reason to be in the closet. Because, at one point in time in the whole military thing, government as well as military, that was thought that if you were homosexual, then it could be used against you, that another country could blackmail you. We can see how other people have been blackmailed and how that didn't work out for them, and how sexuality wasn't the issue that they was blackmailing them for.
So always the thing that you could be.
You could be compromised. I don't know why gay people were always the compromising people. I don't understand that. That was not a logical thing that I could really get my head around when there was all these other folks who were doing other things like mismanaging money and stashing money here and there, and contracts benefiting them and lining their pockets with things. So we know the closet exists, and it exists on multiple levels. But this is beyond come out wherever you are. This is just do the goddamn right thing.
Ollie, oxen free. And that's today with the Queer God Squad. Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about. Please like and share this and other episodes of the Queer God Squad. Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.